Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
If you like a lot of chocolate on a dipstick, join our club.
Club?
I said club instead of cult.
Let's start a chocolate biscuit podcast.
Absolutely.
Clubs, where do they rank?
Well, quite high. Plain
Quite
ones.
high.
Plain ones are good. Orange. Good.
No, fruit and nut.
That's good as well.
Fruit and
I don't
nuts,
like the mint
no.
ones. I'm not a big fan of minty chocolate.
You could be in the right mood for.
I don't like
mint.
nuts in me chocolate either.
Do you not?
No.
What about fruit and nut?
What, as two separate commodities?
Yeah, fruit on the left, nut on the right.
Yeah, that's fine. Not putting together with some chocolatey goodness.
Got a t-shirt that says that at home. Hi, welcome to the Cultaholic Video Podcast, where we talk about wrestling sometimes. And before we get on to the pressing matters of wrestling and other things people want to talk about, my friend had a question for me the other day, and it's really gotten to me, and I thought it'd be a good way to ask this, as on this podcast that's to do with wrestling. You know when you're in the toilet, and you sat down, and you get your phone out, and you check in, thinking, oh, I might as well use this time well. When you're finished on the toilet, where do you put your phone in order to get up and stuff? Because I've always put my phone in my pocket afterwards.
But you...
My friend says he puts it in his boxes like a sort of like trapeze.
If you're out, if you're out
a hammer.
if you're out in public, I do. If I'm having a public poo,
Yeah.
I do that.
What, put it in the boxes like a
Yeah.
hammock? Wow.
I think...
I've never even contemplated the
Because
idea
like the
of putting my phone in my
the
pocket.
trousers are down, so they're creased and you can't access the pocket, can you?
Well, you can. I mean, it depends how far down you put your
Yeah.
trousers.
I think if I was in public...
I put mine all the way down like a big boy.
I don't
The
think,
shirt as well.
if I'm in public, I don't think I have my phone. I don't have this issue. I've never had this issue in public. But if I'm in my own home, where I'm obviously more relaxed apparently because I can get my phone out, then I'll put it on the nearest surface if I can reach
Right,
one, like the
right.
windowsill or the
My
sink.
flat is brilliant because it's got like skirting boards that come out like that. So I've got a little natural ledge right next to the toilet to set it down as I punch the thing. We're all right.
Well, I've pal. Okay, well, thank you for settling that. Because, like,
But the hammock idea, I think a lot of people do that.
yeah, but I've never even thought about putting it there because that's close to the danger zone, in fairness. I don't want my phone. Oh, yeah, look, that's fine.
It depends how clean you are down there, I suppose.
You know, well, obviously.
I've got faith in my own cleanliness.
Clearly. This is Ross, and this
I'm
is Jack.
clean.
And this is Joseph and his amazing Technicolor Dream. What's going on?
Yeah, I've been cleaning up my closet and found this, which I think was a Christmas present from me dad. So I wanted a visual proof to my dad that I've worn it once.
So you've done it in the most public of
Yeah,
domain.
yeah. Look, Dad, yeah. Before it mysteriously finds its way into the nearest charity shop on my street. Yes, it's from a website called Something Shirts.
Yes, I've heard of it before.
Rhymes
Yes.
with white.
Yes.
Shirt doesn't rhyme with white.
Oh.
And so you too can get a shirt like this, completely random. And I actually thought, shall I iron it for the podcast? Because I don't want to look bad. And then I had a second thought, oh, right, yeah. So, yeah, because people didn't like the jacket anymore.
They're not
I
let you
figured it
pick what each panel has on it. It's just completely random.
Completely
They're
random.
missing a marketing opportunity there, I think.
Exactly. So you might end up one with pictures of John Venables on the left.
Oh,
And
goodness.
Anyway, how you guys doing?
I was good before you said that name. Where did that come from?
Or Terry Venables, whichever the Venables family you like. Venables
Right.
Mahoney. Cool.
Wrestling. News.
Wrestling news.
What's happened?
Oh, nothing's happened this week of interest, I don't think. Jack, what's happened?
Some stuff's happened.
That has been the news.
The big TV deal has been dominating the news. Obviously, SmackDown's moving to Fox. Raw's been renewed, but they're making a lot more money from it, from both shows. And apparently, according to Meltzer and all the people who are clever about this sort of stuff and, well, who are good at speculating, it could lead to all sorts of things. It could lead to all manner of things. I'm trying to remember them now.
Pyro was one of them.
Pyro was one of them?
A rumour someone put that out, because when you have more money, you tend to be able to afford more things.
Yeah.
So they put two and two together there, and Pyro was the result.
It could be very sort of, because this TV deal happens next year, and then they think that Meltzer was speculating that in 2020, the start of 2020, they might try and nick some of the top New Japan guys to really stifle New Japan because they can just offer them loads of money, more than they'd ever, like an offer they couldn't refuse.
I'm really unhappy by the deal.
Oh,
Apparently, it's going to be on Friday night now, SmackDown, which means knobheads like us who create time-sensitive content about wrestling will have to be in work on a Saturday morning. And my Saturday mornings are spent dying most of the time.
Yeah, I'm not happy
With a
about
bottle
that.
of water.
Come on and fight back. It's like, oh.
So I wouldn't mind just, putting it on a Thursday.
Yeah, because nothing else is on the Thursday. So yes, this is the news that
What's on a Thursday?
Oh God, yeah, Ross. Our pals. Anyway, obviously not our pals for very long after hearing that. Impact.
Oh!
I'm glad I had to spell it out for you as well.
Curly Cup.
Speaking of Impact, you know, popular wrestler Johnny Impact, Mundo, Morrison, Hennigan.
Beefcake.
Goliath.
Johnny
The
Goliath.
booty man. Yeah.
Zodiac. He is he's potentially in talks with New Japan to head over there, do a bit of wrestling. That's that. Trying to think of any more.
Yeah.
Sasha Banks signed a new 5-year deal apparently the other day.
Locked her down.
Good on her.
Yep.
Hope she does something in that time. Like, I don't know, finally finish that feud with Bayley. I think after that, between those 5 years, they may actually finish the feud with Bayley.
That's the only reason she's been re-signed. Bailey's got the same contract. I'm going to be doing this. I love you. I hate you. I love you. Good luck in your match. I hate you.
Was that a Saliva song?
Probably. Unforgiven. Was it? Survivor Series 2002.
Yeah.
Jason Jordan is close to returning as well. He's apparently going to be backstage at Raw next week, but don't know in what capacity.
Oh, this is the funny bit at the end of the news. Okay.
Oh, that's legit. That's the real bit.
Oh,
That's
great.
a real bit of news. I wonder if because Gable's been getting a bit close with Angle recently, hasn't he? I wonder if he's going to end up to be Angle's son and Jordan switch the documents. Can you imagine?
Is that how it works? Oh, yeah, of course it is.
It's happened in Impact before with like AJ Styles as the woman who had a fake pregnancy and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
It could work. It could work.
If they just
was she
pretend
called?
when he comes... I can't remember her name.
She got so much hate, didn't she, that she quit before
Yeah.
the
I
storyline
can't remember her
ended.
name.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever.
She was an actress, though, like a proper actress. Then her career was ruined by that.
Probably Tara Reid, because she appears in every bleeding Sharknado film. Yeah, I hope when Jason Jordan returns, they just pretend that Gable's been the son all along. It's like, hey guys. It's like, hi, Dad. What? No, Kurt. It's like, don't call me Dad. It's a bit weird.
And also CM Punk's very popular. That's news as well. His meet and greet sold out very, very quickly, which isn't a surprise, but it's exciting to
It's a
think
bit
that he
mocking.
might...
It's a bit.
No, it's just
your tone's a bit
no,
off.
no,
so
it's just exciting to know,
popular.
exciting to think that he might be back in the wrestling business. You know, would you be excited if he came back?
Yeah, I might, bump shoulders a bit, all in.
Here he goes.
Yeah,
you-
you all right, mate? And he goes, it does the Geordie,
7 minutes
Right.
it took
Are
him.
you-
7 minutes.
Are you a Punk fan?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Rancid, no effect.
No.
Yeah, I've always been a Punk fan, outside and inside the ring, because for the large part of my life, between my teens and young adult, I was teetotal.
Adolescence.
Yes. Another Punk band, probably. But yeah, I was teetotal.
Right.
Not because of CM Punk, but he was the only person I could, point at and go, him. So I appreciate him exist. It was again, please don't think I was like, yeah, CM Punk's teetotal, so I'll be teetotal. No.
How hard was that?
It was weird because all my mates were just getting drunk every Friday, Saturday, and I just went, well, there's nothing else to do with this alcohol in Bishop. It's just, let's get drunk. Yeah, then what? We'll drink some more. I'm like, this is a side dish to a meal. Like, you don't just go and eat mayo at a restaurant, do you? So we weren't doing
Some
a lot.
people do.
I'm sorry, Ross. Yeah, most people don't order mayo. But yeah, so I decided just I'd save me money. It's basically being a tight ass. So save money, and then just people would be really weird around you. Like, oh, you don't drink. Think you're better than me. So they turn to Clint Eastwood. I'm like,
What's
no,
happening?
you can
What's
drink
happened
whatever
in
you
his
like.
past to make
I
him not
was
drink
just
anymore?
perplexed how you could go through that portion of your life without doing it, me. That would, yeah.
Yeah, people are like, wow, so you must be like really healthy. And I'm like, yeah, eating a bag of Doritos. Like, oh, yeah, I'm really about healthy. But now I'm not. It's all right. Because what's better than getting drunk every night is just getting tipsy and laughing at people going, ha ha, you don't know your limits. And they're like, fuck off.
I don't like being around drunk people when I'm not.
Right.
It's
that's
like,
yeah.
have you ever had to go into a nightclub sober? And you're like,
I try not to now. It's
no,
just
but if
weird.
you go, it's like
Get bored
being,
easily.
it's like being in a horrible nightmarish carnival. Everyone's faces are all like, oh, what's going on? It's loud. Don't like it.
I am sure to have had litres before a nightclub.
Leader.
Yeah. No, litres. Several litres. What am I talking about? Yeah, don't go to a nightclub sober.
No, it's horrible. That's the news.
That's what we've learned here today.
One day, bit by bit, there'll be no wrestling. Gradually, it's like wrestling. The only wrestling will be in the name, the wrestling podcast.
Everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame!
Yes!
It's time. Well, all right, okay. I thought you were gonna. I was just joining in. I was just being
Once
hype man.
again.
Yes.
For everyone,
His favourite part.
Ho Train.
No.
Let's all
Oh,
roll
damn
some
it.
fatties and smoke some weed all the day long for the
Oh.
Cultaholic Hall of Fame.
Open this.
Yes.
It's time for the call.
So last week's nominations were the UK crowd. Where the hell were they last week?
London.
London, the O2 for the Baron Corbin song.
That's right.
You were.
Also here,
Yep.
Jack had.
You don't know, do you?
I can't remember what I had, but I remember the other one because it's won and I've looked at the board.
Yeah.
Why do we not even
I know,
pretend anymore?
I know.
Like- anyway, what? Okay.
A week's a long time.
Do you want to find out what the winner was?
Yeah, cool.
All right.
Close the misery.
It was Chris Jericho's sweary New Japan persona.
Yeah.
What? That was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
What? Oh!
Bald Baron Corbin is poking his
Oh,
head.
right. Bull Baron Corbin one, right. I don't remember either of the other two then. I don't remember either of the other two. Oh, no.
Right then. Shall we sing the song or something? Save this segment? Shall we start again?
No.
No,
let's
please do
keep
that.
going. Let's just keep going.
What Hall of Fame?
So the chant the Raw London crowd came up with for Baron Corbin.
Oh, go on.
He's going bold, he's going bold, he's going, Corbin's going bold.
He's going.
3 hairs on his head,
He's going.
scalp remains still
He's
gleaming.
going.
Years and years of shame.
He's going.
Have you just made
No more need for shampoo.
What a hell of a chant this was.
so coordinated? It had a weird rhyme scheme.
So I hit that one.
The last truly great football song.
Yeah.
It's probably one this year, but it's, I don't know.
So this week,
Oh, my word.
which we won't remember in 7 days' time, so please make a note, somebody.
us your
Maffew,
money.
who are you taking?
Oh, I am picking Drew Gulak
Okay.
on account of his sterling effort on 205 Live every week and the fact I've known him for years and he likes
Oh.
Mega Man X.
You
I say
know-
I know, but I mean talk to him
likes
online.
what?
I mean Mega Man X.
Oh,
What? What does that sound like?
massaging your neck came at my head for some reason.
He could probably do that.
Yeah, that'd be bloody great as well.
And it's just great to see someone go from, he was a crappy tag guy for a while in CZW, go all the way up to being the world champion, change his style into the, whatever, mat wrestling you'd call it nowadays, appear on WWE and be one of the highlights every week. It's amazing seeing, like, I don't know, like your baby's first steps, and now he's on WTV.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, so it's crazy. So what's yours?
I might do a match. I might throw a match in. Might nominate a match for the Hall of Fame because I watched a match this week and it was brilliant. It was Will Ospreay versus Matt Riddle from OTT.
It's the third one, isn't it?
The third one.
That's right.
The first two, Riddle battered him. This one, Ospreay found his balls again. Don't know why I got so confrontational. And he beat him, and it was a really good match. The best bit was when Ospreay was doing his fiery comeback, and he did that thing where he, you know, when someone runs at him, so he just decides, I'm going to just do a backflip off your chest. He did that, and then Riddle went, no, kneed him in the face, powerbombed him, and then kneed him again, and Ospreay sold it like Nakamura doing his pose. He went like,
Nice.
really
They
good
need to
match.
slow down, don't they, these kids?
Watch some Arn Anderson, come on.
Have you seen the first one? It's the only one I've seen of the
Progress one?
Through, yeah,
When he just squashed him, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
How good was that?
really good. The one at WrestleMania weekend was really good as well, but I think this is the
seen that
best one.
Which company was the second one?
I think it was part of the WWN Super Show or Evolve, I can't remember which.
Ah, no.
But yeah, it was one of those ones. One of the ones in the venue with the weird name at WrestleMania weekend, the Ponticellian Hall or whatever. It doesn't matter. One of the
Bruno
ones in-
Ponticelli.
Yes.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. But that match, because it was class. Yeah.
Nice.
On WWE's YouTube channel this week, they uploaded a video of Kevin Owens vlogging from inside of a ring, which I have cut up and put on my Twitter account if you want to go and watch the highlights. There's a lovely analysis of Bobby Lashley's character and makeup, Roman Reigns' entrance, which makes no sense. There's fire and there's ice. So what is he? God.
I saw the
But
clips of it.
but Kevin Owens, they should just make it a weekly thing, him vlogging from inside the ring at live events, because it's bloody lovely.
He
And you can get crazy retweets.
Yeah, they did well.
he got a fright when Braun's music hit. I like
Yeah.
that. That was really good. Yeah.
So I just make that, just give him anything to talk on that can be recorded, and then we'll all be happy. So
I was 100% positive that Ross was going to go for something else, so I didn't take it because I thought he was going to take it anyway. But
what were you going to say?
Ryback's Airbnb.
Oh, we'll mention that. We might as well mention it. Should have been in the news. You can now stay in Ryback's side house project thing in North Las Vegas. It's called the Townhouse of Positivity, or the TOP for short.
The top.
House is 5 people, 2 bedrooms, 2 beds, 1 king, 1 queen, 2.5 baths. I don't know how that works.
What?
2.5 baths.
Okay.
What else was on there? But they're littered throughout the property are positive images. I can't remember what the exact quote was. So above one of the netties, there's a thing that says something like, "You can do things together," in some black. I can't remember what it was. But it's a weird thing to have above a toilet, isn't it? Because you're on your own there, aren't
Is
you?
it not called the Feed Me More Townhouse of Positivity?
Oh, was that the full title?
The Feed Me More Townhouse of Positivity.
But it's only £92 a night, which I think's roughly $139 a night.
What are you doing this summer, Matthew? I think we should all... How many people does it hold?
5.
Oh, brilliant.
It's 5 people, and the bracket says, "Oh, one Ryback."
Is he there? Does he live
No,
nearby?
it's not his house. He can't actually sleep in Ryback's bed, unfortunately.
Oh, well, no, sorry, I'm busy that summer then.
Can we do 4 options for the whole of it? I think there should be an honorary option to vote for.
It depends how good it is. It looks a lovely place, but there's no reviews yet. There's just Ryback himself going, "This is a bloody lovely house. This is beautifully blah blah." There's a news story on Cultaholic.com. Go and read it because I've written things about it, but I can't remember what they are. So Ryback's Airbnb listing.
I want to vote for this.
Should we make it a 4th? Why not?
Yeah, sure.
Just throw the rule book out.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to subscribe to patreon.com
/Cultaholic
and vote for Ryback's Airbnb.
No doubt Ryback will be. You're welcome for the free advertisement, pal.
Oh.
It's just 92 quid we ever made.
Lease me more. There you go. Leasing's a thing, involve a property, and that's a house. Solid goal.
But I thought
You reclined after that.
Oh, yeah.
Now they're intrigued.
Sign him off.
Thank you for joining us in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, thanks for voting. Thanks for Patreon. Thank you, Ryback, for everything you've provided during your illustrious life.
Never really watched much Only Fools and Horses.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's just...
It's
I feel
Christmas,
900 years
Christmas
old now.
time ting for me. At home, now to do.
The Christmas specials are hit
Stick
and miss,
gold
like...
on.
But you're showing classic episodes. Fine,
yeah,
yeah, that's
everything's
fine.
on there.
Jeez.
Chateauneuf de Pape.
Rooney.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You haven't seen it. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, you'll get it when you're older. Don't worry.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Raw and SmackDown recap.
This week on Raw. Not all of it. God help us. No, just the highlights.
How bad was Raw compared to SmackDown this week?
Worse than, yeah. Yeah, it was.
It was
By some
bad.
way.
Yeah, by a canny distance. And I haven't actually loaded this up, so let's just keep on
I mean,
stalling.
let's just cut to the chase, shall we?
Yeah, why not?
The sisters came out, and bloody hell, they hit the wrong nail on the wrong head. That would have been funny, perhaps, in a working man's club in 1978, not on a globally produced wrestling show in 2018.
It was so Vince McMahon.
Funny because it's men in dresses.
It's so... You can tell that Vince just came up with it, and they were like, oh, no.
Damn it! It's men in dresses. What don't you get?
I think this is something that we all have to be responsible for, held accountable for. It's our fault as fans for cheering the people that are supposed to be the bad guys, like Sami Zayn. So I think the recreative look at it and go, right, you horrible gets. We're going to put the worst segments possible, so there's no ironic cheering here. You have to boo Sami Zayn, or because he's doing this segment. So I think part of it's like, all right, well, it's going to be really hard to cheer Sami Zayn off this segment for a week, and then we'll go back to cheering for him.
Leaving all the potentially offensive aspects of it aside, if this was just him bringing out like his old mates from school or whatever to rip on him or whatever, this is the standard model of like the This Is Your Life segment because it worked so well with Rock and Mankind. But
how dare you mention that?
Well, that worked so well because it was Rock and Mankind. They're brilliant. But if they just did another one of those or something less controversial, it would still be rubbish because Lashley no sells it. He comes out like, oh, good one.
Grabbing young girls' hair. Hello there.
What?
On his way down, he's clapping all the hands and scrunching some. It's like, just be angry.
That was because obviously we've seen online people being like, was this transphobic? And I don't know because I'm not a trans person and don't pretend to be one. But I just thought if WWE was trying to be transphobic, they would have had Lashley beating up one of them going, Mrs. Doubtfire suck, or something like that. It would have been flat out like, you're not a gender, whatever the hell, But it was just a badly written segment by.
It was outdated. It was in poor taste. I think we can all admit that. Yeah, it wasn't. We've moved on from that sort of stuff, haven't we?
I think whether it was if a segment might be sexist or racist or whatever, if it might be, then it's probably a bad idea to have it on the show. Like if it opens the door for a discussion about whether it's like that, then it's probably bad.
See, I don't know if it was sexist. I don't know if it was racist. I know it was god awful.
Yeah, it was bad.
And I booed the TV, which is a bit awkward.
We on your own?
Yeah.
Oh.
Boo! Old man next door hitting the wheel. Shut up. It's fake.
He's watching that wrestling again, Colin.
Boo. But yeah, even worse than this segment. If Lashley had come out and just started suplexing people, like Taz in '98, be like, all right, yeah, Lashley, you saved us. Yeah. He sauntered out like, why can't we be friends? Why can't we? Like what?
Like you dropped a cowie. You was floating away. Shout out the, hello, Sammy, my friend.
He's a good.
That's what you're doing. You love everybody. You're floating about like that. He should have been the exact opposite of what he was, but he was. But that's the thing with Bobby Lashley. He's got no
anything
sense of the situation.
Is he a human being?
Yeah. He's got no eyebrows.
Is he a robot?
He's a battle toad. It's the size of him.
That's why he wears the thing, so you can open the top of his head and fit with all the stuff.
Lashley, happy mode. But he came out, high-five people, and was like, haha, great, sis, haha. It's like, that was the wrong response. Yeah. It was like, you inhuman. And then somebody saying it'd be like, yeah, well, your brothers suck, or whatever. And it was like, oh, now I'm mad. And then he just beat them up. And
why?
God, I bet a lot of Lashley shirts were sold after this.
Yes.
Why was Sammy really angry about the sisters and Lashley saying that it wasn't true? He was like, they're telling the truth about you. Does Sammy think they're genuinely... Did he not hire these people?
I think
that's the point, isn't it? He was passing them off to be his sisters. And
Sami Zayn was working harder than a Polish builder in this segment, trying to make it work, being ridiculously over the top, as if to say, yeah, I know, folks, I know, trying to get it over, trying to get Lashley to be cheered or whatever. He did everything. He did work of 10 men here. God bless him. So I'm going to cheer him next week just to spite them.
You can see why the heel would pass them off as being legitimate human beings just for the sake of what it was, but it was a horrible position to be put in.
Poor Sammy.
But weirdly, though, I watched it and I was like, it was exactly what I was expecting from a crappy WWE segment. So I wasn't offended or like, I can't believe it. I did believe it. It was very believable that WWE would do a segment this awful after Alexa Bliss's This Is Your Life on Bailey.
All day.
God, I forgot about All Day.
Every all day.
All this stuff I've just therapy and booze to get rid of. And like, what was it? Was another one? Oh, and Dean Ambrose with the Seth Rollins mannequin.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's another one.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Was that around the time when he opened his briefcase and Gunge came out? And Ambrose
he went from being a badass to Daffy Duck. It was the end of Dean Ambrose as a headliner. But yeah, that happened.
And that was the Raw review.
Thank you, Raw, for existing. 3 hours of that.
Not much happened else, did it?
Nah, Roman Reigns.
And Braun. Finn and Braun.
That was a good match.
Braun squashed an apple.
Oh, Braun and Balor. I love that match. So just the emotion that we're just telling with the faces. Perfect. Loved it.
Braun rose up.
Oh, Steph's back.
Yeah, and the crowd still didn't cheer Roman. Against Steph.
Never good. Because what was Roman's beef with Steph? He came out and he went, I know you've been screwing me over, Steph. She's been gone for the past few weeks. She's done nothing.
Right. It's really weird with Roman because it seems like he was about to win at WrestleMania and we've gone, oh, we just saw a Cultaholic video saying that Brock Lesnar's really close to beating CM Punk's record. We'll just wait a few months. Everything will be all right. Because if he'd won, we would have been in this position. I think Roman would be like, all right, yeah, cool. He actually won. But he's like, being held down. It's like,
I never thought
You've
of it like
literally
that.
had every chance,
So
pal.
many title
Because
shots.
currently Steph's overruling Kurt on everything, but she hasn't overruled Kurt in any of these title matches Roman's been in. So in fact, Steph's been on Roman's side, technically. In a
Yeah.
Well,
weird
that'll
way.
get them cheering.
I
Yeah.
also didn't like.
I never thought of that before.
It's like when
Ooh.
Roman's like the drunk lad on a night out, and even the people trying to calm him down, he's like, no, and he just turns on his own friends. But
Shot and fun, like.
I also didn't like how Steph just no-sold the WrestleMania match. He was like, all right, Kurt, fair play, you beat me. Be annoyed, be upset about it. You had your arm wrenched out of its socket.
Hey, if Lashley can't be offended at the segment, Steph's going to be like, WrestleMania, whatever.
And even with Kevin Owens, a man who she bent our backwards for last week, when he did that,
Don't
she's
you
still,
touch
why? Just
Don't
be happy
you
with him.
touch me.
You've been on side with him last week.
She has to
I
look
hate him.
stronger than
What is she?
everyone.
What's her purpose in life?
Hunter!
Oh no, sorry, she does all the fantastic deals, doesn't she? She's the reason they're getting all these $1 billion 5-year deals. Saw
Yeah.
that on Reddit the other day.
Isn't it great knowing that all the criticism
hate
we
it,
do,
mate.
like all the criticism we do and all the talking we do, doesn't amount to anything. Backlash, worst show they've done in years.
This is the thing.
$5 billion or whatever it's worth.
I'm just about to write a twaddle piece why that deal's going to make me not get angry about wrestling, because it doesn't matter, does it? They're just
Nothing matters.
rolling like pigs in mugging money now, aren't they?
Yes.
So why would anything matter? Just sit back and enjoy.
Yes. And one thing I did enjoy
Use
in
your
this,
boxes as a hammock for things.
they can afford all the boxes and hammocks in the world now. And Baron Corbin defeated No Way Jose in a match that I thought was surprisingly good, because this was their third or fourth match, I've lost count. And so they did the thing where it's like, aha, I know you're going to do that thing where you're going to the ropes and run round, and No Way Jose countered it. I'm like, oh, they know each other so well. And Baron Corbin won to finally end this. Probably.
Has it ended it? Because Bobby,
If it's ended
Bobby
it, it's
Roode and
great.
Bobby Roode and Elias also was still going as well.
Yeah, right. That's a bit ridiculous. But
And we've gone from a few weeks ago where you pointed out rightly that there was no feuds to now all the feuds feel old.
But they're not really feuds. They're more just this happened last week on
series of
Raw,
matches.
so it's happening again. So it's filler feud.
It was a
Neither here nor there.
weak Raw, but hopefully it'll get back on track. Seth Rollins is still class.
Rollins is our. Like, I don't think so much of him, but
Guess
that?
what? Guess what my boy Brandon said this week.
Brandon. Which Brandon's this? Remind
Brandon
me
Stroud,
again.
your fan.
Of what website?
Uprocks.com.
Brandon Digger-Millo.
Uprocks.
Oh, cool.
So he said
I've heard of
that
them.
Roman Reigns is the low-key best tag team, one of the best tag team wrestlers in WWE history. He's a fantastic tag team wrestler. And he
Low-key?
is. He's low-key. Him and Loki are the two. Him and Senshi are the two best. Remember that? Did you see? Oh!
Hey, you think the same thing, right? Yeah.
This should have been news when it happened. It's a bit old now.
Yeah.
Loki's YouTube video. What the hell was that? You seen this?
No.
All right, so there's a bit of a feud going on in the Indies with Loki was supposed to wrestle Matt Riddle at the WrestleMania weekender at
Bloodsport.
GCW.
Wouldn't put him over.
Yes. No, it wasn't quite that. It was, long story short, he didn't show up. Oh, no, sorry, he did show up, but he was injured. So Loki said, I'm injured, and by so many people have an angle, and apparently GCW said, well, all right, well, we're not going to pay you to do an angle. It's not what I want. I want the match that we've hyped. So they got Minoru Suzuki to replace him with.
A good match.
So Loki apparently showed up and was not happy to be told that he'd been told no, and he still showed up. There was no hotel for him. He went, well, why would there be? We paid for your plane tickets to do nothing. So Loki did a video.
You
And-
kind of did it in his voice there, a little bit.
Well, me and Loki got a lot in common, but neither of us should be in front of a camera. Both got deep voices. And he's just like, people have said things about me that aren't true. And I would like to read, as his eyes are going like that, like he's reading everything. And again, this is just from a media perspective.
That's not an
He's
exaggeration
got-
of how he talked either. That was actually
I've heard
underselling
him.
it.
Oh, thank
I've heard
you.
him speak before.
But this video is
Yeah.
like a robot. He's like, I was transported to the venue. And, it's just like,
Yeah, because he's like it's loading up like Anchorman, like I'm Ron Burgundy, and his video he's got it set on autofocus, which is the bane of my existence watching indie wrestling footage, because people see autofocus. Whoa, that's one less thing for me to do. And it's like like that. So he stood still, and it's still going in and out of focus. Like every time he moves his eyes, it's like. So people have said this, and I do disagree. I was hurt during training, and I believe I should be. Say, and then Brett Lauderdale, who was gone from the guy that got beat up by Rory Gulak on camera in CZW for messing up a finish, to the guy running GCW and getting real life internet drama low key to this. Sorry, I'm going way too much of a tangent.
it was.
Sorry.
The dislike spot is something to behold on that video. It's mental. It's fantastic.
Okay, go watch Low Key Hall of Fame video next week.
Oh, it's so good.
So anyway,
That was Bad Raw.
Yeah. So Brandon Stroud said he's low-key a tag wrestler.
Oh,
yeah, that's
yeah,
right, yeah. Dolph Ziggler beat Chad Gable to see who was the best amateur wrestler, and that joke writes itself, I guess. All right, that segment cost $1.5 million, so just while that Fox deal came in, they could afford Ziggler for another 3 years.
Yes.
Natalia-
I bet when you wrote that, you were like, getting this in.
I just thought that right now.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Bollocks!
Fantastic.
You've said that so quickly and so fluently at the same time.
So smooth.
You practiced that several times.
Practiced
haven't
that. God.
Because it's amateur wrestling.
Yeah, I got it. It was fantastic.
What else happened here? Yeah, I like the Nia Jax press conference.
Steph TV.
Steph.
Yeah, it was good.
But she was good, though, trying to, like, pull the trigger. But crapping on both women, emphasizing the negatives of both of them.
Yeah.
I love wrestling. Love it so much.
you? Hated me.
And I love Samoan temper is apparently the new hashtag they're trying to get over with Roman Reigns.
You better control that Samoan temper of yours.
Is that the thing Roman Reigns' mum would shout at him? I told you to keep your Samoan temper down. So, yeah, any other comments on Raw before we'd run away from it? Screaming.
Not much happened, did it?
Cool. And then Miz opened up SmackDown, making it automatically better than Raw. Talking with New Day, interviewing them and trying to get an answer out of them. Which one of them is going to represent New Day in Money in the Bank? And they all answered each other. And it was funny. And someone said, are they subtly hinting towards a Big E turn on New Day, do you think?
Ooh.
Well, there was rumours, wasn't there, that Big E's scheduled or in line for a big old Pushington.
I think that might be good for New Day because they need something right now. Because they basically just sauntered ever since the feud with the Usos. So, and Miz was great. He said fortnight as opposed to
Fortnight's right.
Come on, Maffew, get a grip.
I said it wrong in my video as well.
I can't think what we actually said now.
It's either Fort Light or
Fort
Fort
Worth.
Line. Fort Light or
Fort
Fort Line.
Manor. Yeah. Whatever he said, he messed it up. So, and that was great because you ever see the video of him playing Xavier Woods, Street Fighter 2?
Maybe.
He says, I'm going to out-heat Honda you. I'm going to beat you so bad in front of all his mates going, ooh! And then Xavier just gets a perfect on him. So, and I mean, surprisingly, thought like, if Miz wanted help with a game that's really popular with kids, he should have just gone to TJP. Anyway,
What?
Lana had her first match. And, sorry, not her first match. She won her first match.
First singles match you won.
Kept very short and sweet, thank Christ.
Interesting point, though. She's now got blue eyes. They were hazel-ish, quite a light hazel, but now she's got blue contacts in, and she won a match using 2 moves, which, Vince McMahon's got some weird fetish for blue eyes now.
She's a blue eyes. Go on.
She's a blue eye.
Oh,
not a villain.
she used to be a diddler.
Yeah, she used to be.
She's now a blue eyes.
Turned diddler, but now she's
But
a
I-
blue
she-
eyes.
I wondered how long we'll bring that up
They
again.
made it so obvious as well because they had her posing in the mirror with her face and it was all zoomed in. I was like, she doesn't look like that. And then got a picture up of her Instagram and she's got like hazel eyes in real life and now she's got blue.
Roman had blue eyes for a bit, didn't
This
he?
is the point I was making.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So now she's got blue eye and she won with 2 moves. Her and Roman Reigns for the future.
Maybe from the planet on
This is
Dune.
the era we're in now. The Lana and Reigns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sign. I thought for what? I don't know.
Blue eyes are great.
Smackdown was good this week. Oh, blue, maybe that's it. But there was a lot of Money in the Bank qualifying matches with people who had already lost a chance to be in Money in the Bank due to there not being enough people on the roster, which was kind of weird. So we had Lana beat Billie Kay, even though Billie had lost to Becky a few weeks ago. Naomi beat Sonya. She lost already, I think.
Sonya.
So I think she's lost twice now, in fact, Sonya. So expect her to get another shot next week.
Like Roman Reigns. And then
Yeah,
complain.
right. Then she complains.
Getting kicked in the face.
Yeah.
Oof. Deary me.
She's got black eyes now.
Ah.
And Nakamura beat up AJ Styles with Last Man Standing, even though it looked like it was going to be a pillow fight to begin with.
Yes. The best match reveal I've ever seen was, do you know which one I'm going to say? The best
No.
stipulation choice. In Progress, where Trent Seven has got the choice of making the match against CCK.
Yeah.
And he goes, that's right, it's going to be a normal tag match. It's really good. It's really funny.
It's up there with Mankind coming back as Cactus Jack and going, Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, that's the proper good one, yeah.
That's second to that. An interesting weird fact, I'm not sure if this is true or not because I haven't actually verified it, but it just went by good man Raven Serum, can't pronounce his name, on Twitter. Apparently, Almas beat up a jobber, and the jobber who he beat up was the guy behind Kayfabe Mashups, the YouTube channel.
What's Kayfabe Masher?
I don't think it was a YouTube channel. I think it was one of those MV Zone. There used to be like websites dedicated to making wrestling music videos and having competitions and stuff
Right.
like that. So he's like those guys that mash up theme songs and Titantrons on YouTube. Yeah, he was one of them.
So
It's gone from YouTuber
So
to
you're
wrestler.
going to be in the ring next week, getting beaten up by Almas.
Well, if I'm in all in, I'm just going
Oh,
to get beaten up
Are you
outside.
going all in?
I'll probably get the life kicked out of me outside of Buffalo Wings.
Yeah, I hope so now.
Someone's got a camera. I'll be because I'll get to that.
Which wrestler is most likely to beat up Maffew at All In?
How long have we got? The Good Brothers beat the Usos.
See,
tag
Taz
title.
is going.
Taz is going. Oh, that's it.
No.
I've just made that up.
Oh, right.
Just to see the look on his face.
Damn it.
God.
The weekly appearance of Ross saying something and I going, wow, is that real?
What japery.
Yes. Capery. And yeah, Good Brothers getting a tag title shot, so there's some variety to the SmackDown tag team division.
Yeah.
And Daniel Bryan had a very good match with Jeff Hardy.
He did. Fair play.
But
Daniel.
it's the lowest ratings in the history of the world or something. That SmackDown was.
It's the lowest
Is
one
it?
this, lowest one this year or
apparently-
something.
yeah, lowest in a while. Apparently, even though they had Jeff and Bryan as a main event.
Immediately after they've just sold. Oh, anyway.
Yeah.
We'll start with Iron's Hot, eh? And then anyone see 205 Live or any comments on SmackDown?
I didn't see 205 Live. What happened? Well, I've seen the results, but
Oh, okay. Hideo Itami, or Hideo, as he's known on other websites, beat Akira
they
Tozawa.
didn't.
What?
Okay,
a
right.
while ago.
I don't know. We
Oh,
don't know.
right, okay.
That's what, you
I'll
get when
dodge
you're,
that.
that's what you get when you're not wrestling fans, you know? Just don't know what's going
Just
on.
saying.
Lost Ingobinables. Right. Carry on.
Bruno Samar. Oh, wait, that's me.
That's you.
The highlight of the show, despite the action, and Drew Gulak looking awesome, and Buddy Murphy getting a mega push, despite the fact that it's Buddy Murphy. Gallagher was commentating on the opening tag match with Drew Gulak and Grand Metalik, and he said, I like Grand Metalik's first album, and then he sold out. He became
Oh.
too mainstream. That genuinely laughed, so it was a good week. Any other highlights, recommendations, twaddlings, or are we done?
Ah, we're done.
I think that's it.
SmackDown good.
Itami and Tozawa was meant to be a good match as well. But yeah,
It was, but Gallagher made me laugh,
cool.
so screw him.
SmackDown, good, Raw, bad. Thought it was essential to have
We
that.
could have saved ourselves 15 minutes there just for that.
Let's have a rummage in our mail bags.
Hey lads, including Jack and his stiffy. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. I wanted to ask if you sometimes wish that you weren't that smart so you could enjoy wrestling more. I have a neighbour who is about 60 years old and really likes wrestling, but he isn't part of the internet wrestling community. He doesn't talk about backstage stuff, but just enjoys Sorry, because out of the corner of the eye, I thought you were like
I was
trying not to
laughing so
laugh.
much,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, sorry. He just enjoys his WWE wrestling, buys into the storylines, and could almost be described as a mark.
Whoa!
And Mark has to cut the letter for some
Is this
reason
from Kevin Nash from Detroit? Man?
with his hand in his pocket. Oh, God. I apologise in advance. This is why you picked this. Tizian Vanden Boom.
Let's have a look.
What a fantastic... From Germany. I've cut off
No,
his
really?
question because it wasn't a question. The second
Well,
half,
you've
so
just
sorry.
said it as it was. Yeah, I thought it was going to be like Terry
Oh, yeah, you're
Brown,
German. Read that and like... plain-
Tizian Vanden Boom.
Yes, thank you, Tizian Vanden Boom.
Cheers, Tiz.
You sound like a Banjo Tooie boss.
Wait, it sounds like it is Kevin Nash because it sounds like Kazani speak. Tizuni Wadabuni.
Yeah, his name's Tian Jim. Anyway, so do you wish that you could not be as smart?
No, for me, half of the fun is all the extra bits. Yep. All right.
Yeah,
okay.
the backstage cat fights and sex scandals and... Whoa,
I just meant
all
the-
that stuff.
I just meant the who's going to get pushed, who deserves a push. I didn't mean like the scandals particularly. But
I
right,
like the
right.
juicy bits, me.
okay.
Well,
I don't really care about who's going to get pushed and who's not going to get pushed and all those.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about this question. I was like, no, because you'd get served up stuff like Sami Zayn and the sisters, and I'd hate that. Like, no matter what my standpoint was, if I was a smarky smark or not.
Yeah, but does that mean like, and I hate to use this term, but marks were going, wow, what a great segment.
I don't think.
Should we ask them?
72-year-old men were thinking it was great.
If you're a 72-year-old man or 60, sorry, we don't discriminate, please get in touch with us with your thoughts on the Bobby Lashley sisters bit.
Imagine next week, email from Vincent K. McMahon.
A carrier pigeon sent by this blokey. Yeah, I also enjoy being a wrestling fan, enjoying the wrestling for what it is, enjoy the discussion with people about, I think this should happen, blah, 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 blah. And also, the salacious drama and gossip like Big Brother's Little Brother, I also enjoy. I think it's part and parcel of it. And that's it.
Yeah.
Hello, guys. Hi.
Oh.
I'm a big wrestling and tennis fan.
Wait, what? What?
Oh, where's this question going? I have a question for you. If you could book a tournament like the Tennis Davis Cup...
So the World Cup then? Any international tournament? Right, okay.
Yeah, right, yeah.
No, specifically the Davis Cup.
Only the Davis Cup is...
The makeup of the teams, that's the important detail.
Exactly.
Oh, right.
But
right.
for wrestling, with the big wrestling countries, USA, Canada, UK, Japan, Mexico, etc., traditional Davis Cup teams, 2 singles, 1 doubles, in brackets, tag team.
Oh, right.
Who would make the team for each country? And which team would win the tournament? Thanks. Greetings from Bucaramanga, Colombia. Oh, really? Oh, thank you very much for the cartel. Oh, what's that called?
Oh, wow. Hang on.
Oh, God, why can't I think?
Oh, yeah, you just pronounced... Yeah, Edgar.
Pablo Escobar.
Cheers, Edgar.
I saw the talk at the new Tyneside. Why can't I think of the name of the show?
Right, so
Is
we
there
do
music on?
Yeah, there is. It's not from us, is it, either? I'm going to have a check.
Have you alerted Alexa with that?
Wait a minute.
Discuss.
Do you want
No,
to...
just you carry it. Right, let's book these early teams, Maffew, from Botchamania. And
Okay,
Cultaholic
Ross
Wrestling
from
Podcast.
Cultaholic and nowhere else. Like
Who's
ever.
making the American team? 2 singles wrestlers. Hulk Hogan.
Alexa, stop.
America is Hulk Hogan and John Cena for me.
Wait, that just set off by itself?
We'll probably set it off. We do it all the time.
Is it really?
Yeah,
We're
probably
talking about Bliss.
mention Bliss and it goes off.
Oh, right. That's why I could never get one of those devices whose name I will not speak of. Like, its name is Benoit. So 2 singles and 1 double.
From those countries named there.
All right.
USA. My picks would be Cena and Hogan.
Who the...
Or the
Is that how it
Patriot.
works?
Or the Patriot.
but also,
Alright.
also a tag team.
Jack Swagger.
But is there there's a tag team as well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the real Americans.
So we're picking 3 wrestlers for each. Don't bollocks to that. 2 singles wrestlers and a tag team for each country. I've just messed it up myself.
You have. How dare you bring us on to the Tennis Davis Cup of wrestling? Who would book a World Cup of wrestling?
Various promotions.
Progress.
TNA.
Yeah. Get. UK I'm going to stick with because I don't know about America.
The British Bulldog.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just any time then, I take it then.
Big Leslie. Was it Leslie?
Big Leslie.
Shirley Temple.
Shirley Crabtree. I beg your
Shirley
pardon.
Temple. Big Daddy.
Shirley Temple.
Shirley Temple.
Where the hell's Leslie come from? I'm thinking of Les from Fort Bayard.
Wow.
Get him in there.
Him versus
Tom
Big
Baker.
Daddy would have been a hell of a... Yeah. I'll
Dirty
do...
Dad.
Should I do
Oh, go on.
Japan, I guess?
Oh, yeah, you're the resident Japanese expert.
You probably know more about old Japan.
Old Japan. Probably
It's
those
the opposite of New
Why is that
Japan.
not a group or one of those? Anyway.
I'll have... you got to have thingy, haven't you? What's he called? Mizawa. He's one. I'll have Mizawa. I'll have Kabashi. I can't think of any tag teams. They're not really... Their tag teams are just big singles guys, aren't they?
The Golden Lovers.
They're, well, one
Yeah,
was
you're both
Canadian.
right. Oh, yeah. He's not dual citizenship.
Kenny,
Yeah.
you want him in the Canada team, don't you?
He's got a...
I want him everywhere, baby. Sorry, that sounded incredibly creepy. I apologize, Colombia. God, this is a great question.
Mexico, get thingy in there, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
My Mexican knowledge is
Say
not
no
great.
more. We all know who we're thinking of.
Mark
Right.
Jindrak.
Dr. Wagner Jr.
Yes.
Mark Jindrak and
El
Johnny
Santa,
Mundo.
Mil Mascaras,
El Hijo de Dos Caras.
and the Lucha Dragons. That's Mexico for you, right?
Yeah, moving on. Hi, guys. Hi. So it's been bugging me for weeks where I know Maffew from... Oh, Christ.
Canada,
God.
sorry. Bret Hart, Owen Hart,
Lance Storm.
Lance Storm, Chris Jericho, the Impact players.
Jinder Mahal. Smocks.
That's it. So it's been bugging me for weeks where I know Maffew from. Turns out I went to uni with him.
Oh.
Oh, God. We're slagging off UConn the week, wasn't it? He was part of the Film Production Society we set up, which didn't make any films and was generally a bit... Oh, my God, I know who this is. Anyway, we want to ask members to pitch ideas to us. Maffew pitch right, yeah.
This is your life.
No story, no plot, just puppets. Because he said everything's better with puppets. I don't recall effing saying that. So, what? Hey guys, what? Puppets!
Everything's better with puppets.
Money signs appearing in my eyes. Right. So my question is, which Muppet would make the best wrestler and why? What? Mark, brackets, honestly, this seemed like the best way of saying hi without signing up to Twitter. I remember him. Yeah, we did do I helped contribute some crap films.
Team America.
One of the stuff we did, so if he's going to get one on me, I'll get one on him. One of the things we did one time was I was doing the sound sort of on the boom mic for something they were doing, and it was supposed to be some sort of fantasy thing or whatever, and this beardy guy looked like listening to Creator Filth was supposed to go around this woman and be like, I'm going to kill you if you don't make a move and all this. I'm on the boom mic like that. And they'd forgotten the knife or the sword or whatever they were supposed to be using for this. So I held a boom mic whilst he held a stick to someone's throat, like, I'll cut your throat. And I was laughing that hard, I had to bite my finger so hard that it drew blood. And yeah, so lots of great stuff. Hey, my puppet's idea looks like Citizen Kane next to that.
Like everything's better with puppets.
You do look a
It's
bit
an exact quote.
You look a
In
bit
that
like a
shirt
puppet.
as well.
Yeah.
Everything's better with puppets.
Oh,
Guys,
my God.
stop, put the boom mic
Anyway,
down.
which
wait.
Muppet would be the best wrestler? My suggestion would be Animal.
Yeah.
Right. I can't think of anybody else.
Animal's my favourite Muppet. Good lad, Animal. I used to have a poster
I
of
like
him
the
in my
chef as
bedroom.
well, me.
Chef's good.
Yes. I started doing the impression, but go on.
What's he called? Gonzo would be a spot monkey. He's always doing
Gonzo
stunts
is
and that.
Triple H.
Yes.
Is he?
Because this.
Oh.
Yeah, I got it. And I can see, is it Dr. Teeth? Mr. Teeth? Captain Teeth?
That's the band, isn't it?
Yeah. He could be like the cult leader thing.
Yeah. Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's about 9 of them.
Kermit could be Sami Zayn. They're both a bit neurotic. Anyway.
What a great question. Thank you, Mark. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a good question. I wonder why.
Everything's
Wonder why you
better
like
with
that. He's better with
Where
puppets.
else is this going to come from? It's like, friends, Maffew, this is your life. Oh, no. Oh no. Hello.
Can you put that in your Twitter bio, please?
I just, what do you mean? I pitched. What, like, guys, like.
I imagine.
I remember, we're at the one crappy bar in Preston, because I mean up doing ideas, and I had nothing, but it looked like I had nothing to,
Puppets.
puppet. I think I must have seen Team America that week or something, I'm just obsessed. Hello, lads. And anyone else in the office? My question is about Takashi's Castle.
Yes.
Oh my, what this
Love
could take forever to
Takeshi's
go.
Castle.
Another great Craig Charles show. Yes. What was your guys' favourite challenge? My favourite challenge was the honeycomb maze.
This is the best
Craig.
question.
I was literally about to say the
Best
honeycomb
question.
maze as well before
I've
I
got
said
an
it.
answer as well.
Oh, go on.
The skipping stones were mental. Like, the skipping stones,
Yeah.
they did not hold back. They ran.
And that's the thing I never got about that. Why did the majority of them pelt it? Why wouldn't you just step on, prod your toe down, think, oh, that one's good.
Some of
I'll
them
try
sank
that
though,
one.
didn't they?
I mean, you could prod your toe,
You
couldn't you?
get some lad in his early 20s, just sprinting down that hill, muddy hill as well, onto the steps, such bang, he'd fall, knock his jaw off the one in front. Craig Charles just like, well, as my old dad used to say.
My favourite one was, I forget the official name, but the one on the plank without the railings with getting balls fired at them.
Oh, the bridge.
Oh, when they got twatted in the face.
They had
with
to
them.
catch the golden one.
Yeah, then
Oh.
made their way across.
Some of that sometimes the ball would just crack them in the jaw and they'd have like a knocked out reflex, like a boxer. They'd just fall. The honeycomb maze was good, but sometimes when they caught them, they'd throw them in the water. Sometimes when they caught them, they'd just put ink on their
No,
face.
the black.
Is that bad?
Yeah. There's no way you can get away with doing this now. Like,
What-
let's just show your kids this, because, this is before we know what concussions were. This is what we would get up
It
to.
was so good. My least favourite challenge was obviously the last one. In the cars,
in the
in like
cars?
the Dodgems.
Oh,
With
yeah,
fire
just-
water and that. Or lasers sometimes.
Because there's no way of them dying unlike the rest of the challenges.
No winners this time on
Yeah.
Takeshi's car.
Just saying,
Yeah,
the,
right,
new,
yeah,
the
right.
new version with Jonathan Ross narrating is
Is there?
pathetic.
I don't know. Jonathan Ross.
Comedy Central. Comedy Central.
I knew
Comedy
you won.
Central. There's a brand new series out now,
Is
yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Jonathan
Takeshi.
Cross.
Are they still killing each other?
Who's that from?
Huh?
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, Chiz Craig, so it might be the man himself.
Cheers, Craig. That's my favourite question that we've had so far.
In PS, please keep on talking about other shows I was vaguely related in, without mentioning Red Dwarf.
Who's your favourite Coronation Street guy?
Oh, God.
Tracy Barlow is Stephanie McMahon.
What's your favourite?
Oh, yes. That's such a good show.
Wow.
That's when I watched Corrie with my mum when I was a child. Tracy Barlow.
The only time I watched Corrie was...
And the guy who locked them in the garage and turned the car on, what was he called? The dad?
Richard.
Married to Gail Platt.
Richard.
Yeah.
He tried to kill them all.
Aye. Tried.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's the only time I started watching Corrie, because all the adverts are like, there's a serial killer. I'm like, oh, get in.
It's like wrestling.
Was it you Norman Bates with the briefcase?
What?
Yeah, that was the line she said to him.
Oh,
was it? Oh, right.
right. I don't
wasn't
know
calling
Corey.
you it. No.
I was like, I don't know Corey as well as you.
Sorry, I have to put in the accent on. Oh, sorry. Hey, insert joke mocking Jack. Oh, they can't be bothered nowadays. Have you heard the news that former Norwich player Grant Hull has joined the World Association of Wrestling? What? With him and the German goalkeeper that signed for NXT, do you think we could see more footballers joining wrestling? And if so, who would you like to see in a WWE ring?
Jamie Vardy. Carry on.
I think Adebayo... I know who you mean. I know exactly who you mean. Would be the obvious one.
Yeah.
With he being an absolute unit.
Quite charismatic as well.
Is this? It says until. Did you mean to say unit? He's been an absolute until. Google him if you don't know who he is. So spell check. Also, apparently Freddie Flintoff was once offered a contract with WWE, but he turned it down. Madness.
No, he wasn't.
All the best from Matt. What?
It's ridiculous.
What the hell are you talking about?
Freddie Flintoff was not for
Don't read everything you read in The Sun. Oh.
Who would I like to see? Man.
I'm trying to think of some
Gaza.
really obscure 90s footballer to throw in there. Some nutter from then. Vinnie Jones.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, it's going to be
He can
emotional.
sing himself at the ring as well, that man. One of my favourite pastimes back there was to always hoy Vinnie Jones on the
We had a shared
communal
music.
Spotify.
We had a shared music
Right.
thing. Ross would always put
An
on
album called Respect would be played on the frequent. He's
Was
got
it
pipes.
original songs?
No, he just did covers.
What would he
Bad
cover?
Bad Leroy Brown.
That was the best one.
Ride Sally Ride. Was it Ride? Ride Sally?
Yeah, I think so.
Right,
Sally
right.
Ride. Everybody needs.
He was good.
Yeah.
Got a good
I
one.
don't sing. I
He's
liked him in
got
Swordfish.
wonderful pipes.
I've not seen Swordfish.
Oh.
I've seen Lock, Stock and Snatch.
Oh, there you go.
Same character.
Footballers
Yes.
from today who could be wrestlers.
God.
Right.
Nigel de Jong
Yeah.
kicked a Spaniard in the heart in 2010.
Wow.
David,
Just to see him die.
David Luiz.
Daryl Louise.
Bit of a crazy guy.
I was going to say Adebayo.
I can offend. Well,
I can't say his name, but I know who he is. Can you sign me? Get in touch with us via WhatsApp.
there's got to be a good one. Like,
Eden
really-
Hazard.
Really?
205
That's
Live.
a great name, like.
He just bounces up. He gets tackled and bounces back up. doesn't he?
True. Doesn't
The
sell.
footballers of old. Well, yeah, a lot of footballers and people in fairness sell better than wrestlers.
Ibrahimovic.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
He'd be like the modern day Steve Blackman, but with charisma.
Don't do
How
that.
Just all
dare
the
you.
karate stuff. And
I mean, you're right. I
Don't.
mean, he was a black hole of charisma, but still, how dare you
Don't.
for saying the truth? I would say the Colombian goalkeeper that did the scorpion kick.
Oh, yes.
Rene Higuita.
Bless you. And hey there, lads.
Yo.
Hey, huge fan of yours here. I bet you don't have many Brazilian fans. Is this everyone on the entire planet messaging us this week? Anyways, my question is, have you guys ever seriously thought about being a wrestler? By seriously, I mean not counting dreaming as a 5-year-old. In brackets, I know Jack is still that age, but what? Every question.
Everything's better with puppets.
No, you're the meme here. I'm the guy with the shirt. Have you guys ever trained to become a wrestler or something like that? If so, what made you give up the idea? Pedro Lima, all the way from Brazil. Thank you very much.
Pedro.
Hello,
you guys are
Brazil.
insane.
I have honestly never, ever, ever found a desire to be a wrestler, even when I wasn't a fat bastard.
Yeah. See, I've always been a skinny bastard, so it's not like you watch WTV and you'd see, Hercules or Earthquake and go, no, I'm not going to be that. Even the commentators were henchback, or at least large. Gorilla Monsoon was commentating, so I went, nah, I don't think I have what it takes. And started going to the gym last year on a semi-regular basis, and even after months of work and eating, I still just look like a skinny bastard with some big legs. So no, not for me.
No, I haven't either. I've always been an average-sized bastard. But
The three
We
bastards.
could be wrestlers. I don't think we'll make it very far just with our sizes.
we
Well, it could be like Grimm's toy store and not like just show up and like pin guys with a finger or whatever. And
No, the few little tiny bumps that I've taken as part of a storyline or whatever have been more than enough to convince me that I don't want to be a wrestler. Like, I never really wanted to be anyway, but, you know, you think, oh, it's cool, isn't it? They've got a cool job. And then Killian Dane did a senton on me, and I went, that's enough for me now.
God,
That's quite enough of that. He kept it as safe as he could, obviously, because he's great.
Yeah, 'cause he's
but
professional.
it did win me, and I couldn't imagine getting up and continuing to wrestle after that. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, I took one bump once in a ring, so I thought, because I was just in a ring and people were setting it up and doing their spots, and was like, oh, can you just give us like, I don't know, a choke slam or something, just like a flat bump and see what it's like. And I was like, yeah, sure. And I thought, I'll break fall, like in jiu-jitsu or whatever like that. But don't say, oh yeah, by the way, you know, keep airing your lungs or whatever. So that feeling of have all the air exiting your body and like, was always great.
Also, it's really high up, isn't it? Wrestling rings.
Yeah.
Whoa. Imagine that. Just on the canvas. You look outside, you're like, whoa, I'm high up here. I can't, it's unfathomable.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pedro.
So yeah, so it's much easier to be a critic and say that was crap.
Yeah.
Hello, lads. Yo, I'm a transgender woman who is set to start training to become a professional wrestler next year once I finish college. Lately, I feel very confident in WWE's progressive nature, what Balor Club is for everyone and the women's revolution.
I can see where this is going.
Oh no. However, the Bobby Sisters, like, this would be great. Like last week, they're all happy, and then this week it's like, oh no, man, I changed my tune. Bobby Sister angle has definitely left me somewhat hesitant in believing any of this. Do you think that the WWE or wrestling community in general is ready for a legitimate transgender character? Thanks, guys, and keep up the good work. Cheers, Audrey from Louisiana.
I don't know.
Obviously, our answer here has got to have a big old asterisk next to it because we are not part of that community. So why would we? How would we know?
I think
This is an outsider's perspective.
I think it's one of those things where
And an
like,
obelix saying yes.
there's probably been times in wrestling where it would be unfathomable. It's the second time I said that word. Isn't it? There
No,
could
you
be
haven't said it any time.
there could be like a gay wrestler, for example, and there've been times in the past where people would be like, never, that would never happen. And then society evolves and stuff. So I think, yeah, in the future, but it's really hard to predict when. Don't know. Not in WWE first. It'll be in a UK indie, I reckon. Because they're more progressive, no pun intended.
And not in Dubai. Yeah, I mean, again, neither of us are transgendered in any way, but I've known a few and been with some and very nice people. The people I've met are completely insane, but that's generally the people I end up hanging out with and being
That's just
lifelong
your
friends
pals.
with. Yeah, really.
Everything's better with puppets.
A puppet wrestler. I've seen, never mind this transgender stuff, but yeah, it's.
I just think.
I think you have to, in this matter, you're going to have to put up with a lot of crap from everywhere if you want to be that person. But I've always been in the belief if you want to be something like that, you're going to just have to be prepared with anybody's stuff. If you're going to make a load of money for WWE, they'll accept you if you have 3 heads. So I don't think that's going to be the issue.
But I think with this Bobby Lashley thing, they weren't overtly trying to offend.
Yeah, like I said,
transgender people.
Right.
They just missed the mark by a long, long way, and it's just a very outdated thing they did. I think hopefully they will have learned not to do that again.
Yeah, it's famously that Vince McMahon's one of his favorite films of all times is Wild Hogs.
He likes fart jokes, doesn't he?
Tim Allen. Yeah, right. So if you were, I don't know, a fan of Truffaut or Goddard or something, maybe I don't think I belong here. Like, so best of luck to you.
Aye.
But yes,
Obviously,
we are
yeah.
clearly with the.
I mean, yeah, it's hard to comment on something like that. Yeah,
Thank you for thinking of us for that question, though. But
yeah.
Cheers, Audrey.
cheers, Audrey.
Thank you, Audrey.
Best of luck,
That was a serious question.
Audrey.
The rest this week, absolutely mental, Ross.
So
What have you done?
how do you say 5 mental questions and then a very serious amount of dramatic?
I thought the last one was important to address
Yeah,
when I
that's
saw
true.
it.
But but that's not the one I'm asking about. What
yeah.
is the other one?
I think there's enough of our content where we go, this is what we think about Roman Reigns turning heel. This is what we think about so-and-so doing so. So this Cultaholic mailbag. People want these questions answered. Let's give them something different.
Yeah. I love that people have run out of questions to ask us. Now it's literally about, what do you think about puppets?
We do get, like, what do you think of Roman Reigns potentially turning heel every single week? And I just think we say it on other videos, like the Graded, for example.
I get asked that on nights out.
You'll hear their takes.
Oh, there's nothing better than a night out. It's like, oh no, you're from this, and you're just like, oh no.
I like it.
You know, we cover...
Hey, how you doing? Are you staying here? Yeah. Oh crap, so am I.
No,
Cool.
I like it. I like chatting to fans.
Here's my idea, WrestleMania next day.
I like chatting to fans and stuff, but I don't want to talk about booking on a night out.
Yeah, I just hate a serious discussion about wrestling in a time where you're not meant to be serious.
I love when a certain time we went out all together weirdly at a club that you clearly did not like, but it was there with respect for your friends, and somebody was coming up to you going, yeah, say the bit, say the thing, and you like took a photo and you like the fake smile, the Sasha Banks at an airport smile.
I never smile in photos,
Yeah.
if I can help it. I always keep a...
Yeah. And then they were like, so you did that video, and you take the photo and you're like, F off. And like, you're so pretty in character. I want you to let it go away now, legitimately. You're so good.
I wasn't
all
like that. I've never done that to anybody.
You look like
I'm
it.
always very courteous to people.
No, you told them. No, but they were being annoying as hell, and it was like 3 in the morning.
What night out was this?
The puppet show after party. I don't know why you dragged us along to it.
What night out was this? I can't remember telling you what to go away.
Might be my birthday.
Yeah, his birthday,
I
Rise.
had a beer that night.
Yeah.
I like Rise,
but they
by the
wouldn't
way.
leave. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to throw you under the bus. They wouldn't sign off. So you're like, go away, but you could get away with saying it because you're like, Ross, whatever you would name.
Okay, careful.
Careful, Ross. But yeah. But anyway, yeah, please come to us at a club, but don't be offended if it's like, 12 in the morning, you're trying to pull and someone's like, I think Roman Reigns, like, oh,
Yeah, just have a
Yeah,
beer.
okay.
Don't be scared of coming up to us after hearing this.
Of course not.
I sing and dance with people come up to me and start, I think Kevin Owens should be booked, bro. So I'm like, you're like, I start singing, oh no, we didn't start the fire or something. Then
By
they
the
go
way,
away.
I do like Rise. I don't know what vibe I was giving off there. I'm a big
Oh, it's
fan.
because you were like, what music genres do you like? You like New Monkey, Scooter. It's like, great, none of them are getting played here tonight, mate.
I like when the Ashraf brings out the retro tunes. I'm a fan of them.
Brings out the ballads.
I never forget when he played Belinda
Club.
Carlisle. I think Heaven is a Place on Earth. And I
Of course, because that's another...
nearly fell off me feet. So there wasn't a chair to fall off.
That's a great line. I always fell off my feet.
Almost fell over is the term that you're looking for.
No, I like always fell off my
Right.
feet. That's a Jim Cornette thing. Like his saying, like, there was no way of improving this segment. So I try to pick up a piece of crap at the nice end.
But before you, mailbag
Oh, yeah,
at
sorry.
cultaholic.com if you want a question answered. It's me who picks the questions.
Yeah, can you tell?
So if you're going to ask, what do you think of Roman Reigns turning heel? I'll probably just skip by it. But if you want to talk about something wacky, where we can have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, if you're an old friend of mine, sort of.
The big question.
It's the big question.
After running down the concept of answering questions about fantasy booking, it's time for the big question this week. Which WWE superstar would most thrive in New Japan Pro Wrestling?
Current
Today.
crop.
Oh, current crop. All right, so no more Bulldogs. All right.
I've got one.
Oh, go on.
Seth Rollins. Yeah. I was going to say Styles, but he's done it. So Rollins.
He does all sorts of New Japan-y stuff, doesn't he? Rollins and his moveset and whatnot.
He doesn't sell, yeah. I'll tell a story in the ring.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What are you doing?
It's true.
It's
I-
not.
Tim Cornette.
Hey. Same face as when he's happy, same face as when he's sad.
He always hurts a knee, though. Forgets about half the time.
Yeah, right. Thank you for, yeah.
This
Didn't take long to convert, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, Seth Rollins would be great for New Japan.
John Cena. Because
Okay.
he's had some New Japan style matches with AJ Styles and that. Imagine him in that sort of environment.
Don't they
Imagine,
already have a John Cena?
well, Tanahashi.
Every time I speak to Sam about this Tanahashi fella, I don't know what I've said this Tanahashi fella for. He always says before, he always makes sure to say it. He's the New Japan John Cena, you know.
Right, it brought New Japan back to the place it's at now, so yeah, I can see that. God, I'm trying to think of someone.
I just find it funny how he always says it.
Have you seen?
Sorry.
Have you seen the trailer for? I should have nominated this for Hall of Fame for Tanahashi's film that he's in. My Dad is a Heel Wrestler. Right.
Biting me lip.
What?
My dad is a diddler.
No.
Obviously, if you didn't see last week's Cultaholic Wrestling
Oh,
Podcast,
no, God.
that makes absolutely no sense to you. Jack talked about blue eyes. We started to think about another name for heels. The term diddler.
Wouldn't that have been funny?
Dastardly diddler arrived.
None of our dads are diddler. So Tanahashi is in a film where he's a wrestler, and in the trailer, it's all in Japanese, but you can infer what's going on. He's talking to his kid, like his kid's like really young, going to go and see their dad's wrestling show for the first time, right? Kid turns up all happy and excited to see their dad's gimmick. Their dad is a cockroach, a masked wrestler called the Cockroach, and he's a heel. The kid's devastated. The kid starts getting bullied at school because his dad's a heel. It's brilliant. Anyway, I think Seth Rollins would be the best in New Japan.
Kota Ibushi was in a film where he turned to like Godzilla size and wrestled kaiju.
Ibushi's the best.
Yes, he is. Thank you for helping me there.
Sorry.
God, I can't think of any wrestler be good.
Jordy Nev.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. There we
Fly
go.
Jordy Nev out there.
He still counts as a
He'll be able to fly
wrestler.
himself with his cape.
Hi. What? No. I agreed with you before I heard what you said. Fight for Newcastle Airport? Well, no, he won't. Like most Newcastle people, go to Manchester or Glasgow because it's way
Can you get
cheaper.
to Japan from Newcastle? You can get to New York now.
Whoa.
Or just America. It might not be specifically New York.
Or New Jersey for WrestleMania next year.
Marketed as New York, though.
Yeah, right.
God.
That sucks.
Is that like Gateshead in Newcastle?
It's apparently so, yes.
New Jersey, the Gateshead of America.
Yes. Oh, now I want again. Now on a Friday night, apart from a art gallery.
Right.
Who
We get stabbed now. Great,
Who
sorry.
are you picking?
Jordy Nev? Oh, you've said that. Drew Gulak, I can see doing well.
Just because he's your pal?
God, it's too. Why does everyone suck now?
No. Say...
Cedric Alexander, so can hear a Japanese commentator go, oh, Lombarcheco!
That's a weird reason. I think it's because he's a good wrestler, I would have said.
Nah,
You want to see him in Ibushi again?
yeah.
Okay. And that
But mostly
Japanese
for
woman.
the-
Okay.
Ah!
All right.
Good.
They're great noises. No offense to Kevin Kelly or Cyrus, it's great just listening to, just
No,
the
that's
noises
them.
they make.
They do that. Oh,
Yeah, like that.
my back hurts.
That was the
Shane
exact noise.
McMahon.
Oh, Shane. Yeah, them on New Japan. I've Shane in, I don't know, FMW. Oh, it's not around anymore.
Lock Shane McMahon in a
Big
cage
Japan.
with Minoru Suzuki.
Yeah, Abdullah Kobayashi versus Shane McMahon.
I know, because Shane would still win, 'cause he's the best in the world, isn't he?
And on that
Well, that's
bombshell.
What an awesome
No, it's
question
true.
that was.
And on that bombshell, do you want to do the outro?
I'd love to do the outro.
Go on.
Thank you very much for joining us here at the Cultaholic Video Podcast. This has been Ross, Twitter account. Say Twitter.
Ross on wrestling.
Jack,
Jack the Jobber.
Maffew at All In. And
Everything's better.
it's sorry, some crazy guy's going to shoot me, so
Better
it's
with
fine.
puppets.
better with puppets.
Will you
Oh,
take
no, that'll be a thing by the time. Hi, guys, welcome to the Cultaholic. We're going to bust your puppet.
take a puppet and you
Bring any puppet.
all in.
I'll bring one the next week.
Get one of the,
Find
I
one.
love those cats with the boxing gloves like Michael Scott has on The Office. American.
I'll have one of the punching nun.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah,
Take one
yeah.
of them with you.
A punching
Just
nun.
get Tony Schiavone in.
Like, boo, Matthew, you suck. All right. Yay!
Wear that shirt with a puppet. With Big Schiavone.
But can I get a photo, Matthew?
Good.
Yeah, sure. No, not you, the puppet.
Anyway.
Was it the Spinal Tap joke? Puppet show,
Indeed.
also starring. You ever seen Spinal Tap?
I've seen it. I'm trying to think of the joke.
They're playing. It's like Puppet show, also Spinal Tap.
Yes, very good. Good night, Springton.
There will be no one call.
Good night, Cultaholic Video Podcast. You can find us on Patreon at patreon.com/Cultaholic. The mailbag is,
Mailbag at cultaholic.com.
and never forget to bloody join us.
Join us.
Join us.
Join us. We're actually really nice people in public.
Yeah, sounds bad.
We're
doesn't
not. We're very good at impressions.